Number 5. Trey Eric Sessler, under the username LensCap Productions, who also goes by the name Mr. Anime. He would upload videos reviewing anime, video games, special effect videos, and several vlogs. He was also obsessed with guns and would use them in several of his skit videos. One of his videos, entitled Mr. Anime is Planning Something, he was going to take a 3-week break, saying he was going to reward himself. On March 20th, 2012, Trey shot and killed his mother, father, and brother. His goal was to kill 70 people that he wanted to become the biggest mass murderer in history, as he was obsessed with the mass school shootings, particularly the Columbine massacre. He also wrote on the walls of his home, "Why did I do this? I love my mom, dad, and brother. I miss my brother, father, and mother. And God please forgive me because I can't forgive myself." Police managed to stop him from carrying out his mass murder plot, and he was charged with capital murder. He was sentenced to life in prison. Number 4. Anthony Powell, under the username Tony48219, who was a 28-year-old man who would post videos hating towards atheists and black women, ranting how atheists are tools of the devils, and how black women don't deserve respect. His videos were met with tons of views, but most of them had angry comments. Mostly he was obsessed with another YouTuber, Asia McGowan, who also had a small following, who would post videos of herself dancing. Asia shared one class with Anthony in a college in Detroit they both attended. Asia's last video was of her addressing her haters, and Anthony's was ranting about black women. He would add her on Facebook and constantly message her multiple times. On April 10, 2009, he shot Asia with a shotgun in an empty classroom before turning the gun on himself. Number 3. Jared Lee Loeffner, under the username ClassSetup10. His channel consists of videos on his views of the government and terrorism, believing in mind control. Before his killing spree in 2010, he was an active user of alcohol and drug use, cannabis, LSD, psychedelic mushrooms, and cocaine. In the early hours before his shooting, he made a MySpace post saying his goodbyes. He made his way to a Safeway supermarket and shot U.S. Representative Gabrielle Gifford in the head, leaving her permanently paralyzed on her right side. He then randomly fired into a crowd, killing 6 people, including a 9-year-old, and 13 other bystanders were injured. After being arrested, he was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia and deemed mentally incompetent to stand trial. But it was overturned. He pleaded guilty to 19 charges, including murder and attempted murder. He was sentenced to life in prison plus an additional 140 years in federal prison. Number 2. Pekanavera Eric Avanen, also known as a YouTube killer, an 18-year-old high school student who posted videos to his channel, Sturgeist89, which consists of extremist views towards atheists and other religions. He believed he was a step higher than humanity. His videos also featured him brandishing a .22 pistol named Catherine shooting in the woods. His final video titled Chocella High School Massacre, 11/7/2007, which showed Avanen posing with a gun aimed at the high school along with a photograph of him pointing a gun towards the camera. On the day of the massacre, he entered the school, shot and killed 8 people, including the school nurse, the headmistress, and 6 students, injuring 10 more people. Avanen shot himself in the head to avoid being arrested. It didn't kill him right away. He was taken to a Finnish hospital where he died after being taken off life support. Number 1. Elliot Roger, under the username Elliot Roger, His videos consist of him expressing how lonely he was and being rejected by others. He wrote a manifesto titled My Twisted World, the Story of Elliot Rodger, which described how he was bullied in life to a point where he developed a hatred for women and couples.
I've been doing a lot of thinking about how sad and unfair my life has been, all because girls haven't been attracted to me. I've been going through college for 2.5 years now, and in those 2.5 years, I've had to rot in bleak and sad loneliness, while other guys get to enjoy all the pleasures of, sex and socializing and partying. I've never had a taste of that because no girls give me a chance. No girl at my college has ever expressed any interest in me. I mean, you give a chance to all these stupid, obnoxious guys that I see you walking with.
His final video entitled Elliot Rodger's Retribution, which gave details of his upcoming attack on Isla Vista. He wanted to get exact revenge and punish women for rejecting him, but also wanted to punish sexually active men for dating women who didn't want him. On May 23, 2014, Elliot killed 3 people in his apartment, then headed to a nearby sorority house. After he headed to a nearby convenience store and killed another individual. He then continued his rampage along Isla Vista, all while shooting pedestrians. Police then started to chase him until he crashed his car. Not wanting to be arrested, he turned the gun on himself and died with a single gunshot to the head. He killed a total of 6 people, injuring 22 others.
I'm on Montecito right now. It's truly a beautiful day. But, as I've always said, a beautiful environment is the darkest hell if you have to experience it all alone. I've been in Santa Barbara for about 2.5 years now. And in those 2.5 years, I've experienced nothing but loneliness and misery. And my problem is girls. There are so many beautiful girls here, but none of them give me a chance, and I don't know why. I don't know why you girls are so repulsed by me.